So I'm talking about the Human Cell Atlas project. And just to get some engagement with the audience, how many of you have heard that phrase or know what it is? One. Okay. What would fascinate you that didn't raise your hand is this is predicted to be larger than the Human Genome Project. It's a huge project that's existed since 2014, but it has not been in mainstream meetings until the ASN next week. Those of you who have seen the promotion for the American Society of Nephrology next week, though, you'll see the plenary talks given a week from today, next Friday, and Aviv Regev's name and picture, but the subject of her talk's missing. And so there is extreme industry resistance to having people know about the Human Cell Atlas project. And it's real. But anyway, it's bursting forth, and my presentation is a part of that. So what is the consequence? Why would anybody care about this? So it will revolutionize everything that I do. It will revolutionize pathology and medicine. Think of the imprecision of bulk transcriptomics. You do a kidney biopsy that obtains fat and muscle and kidney and skin, right? Blindly, you take one of those pieces and you analyze the whole thing and get average RNA transcript numbers. You don't even know that it's kidney. That's the way most such studies are done now. This is analyzing it cell by cell at a cost of 4 to 6 cents per cell. You can do 1 million cells at a time. Once you taste that, you'd never go back, right? You'd never go back to bulk. And that's the reason that the resistance of this reaching mainstream meetings has been so great, that people are afraid of that. Now, what's the impact on all of you? Whatever is your favorite organ, your favorite subject, it has a certain number of cell types. In the kidney, it's been 26 since 2001. There's a beautiful article in 2001 enumerating what all those 26 cell types are. With the Human Cell Atlas approach, single cell transcriptomics, it looks like in every organ, whatever your favorite organ is, the number of cell types will at least double. It changes everything. Every story you've ever told about any process, normally or in disease going on in that organ, is different if the number of cell types is twice what we thought. And it's a part of just a sort of general change in the environment of science in this area that makes computational biology something that probably means very little to some of you. This is really the key to the future, as is digitalization. If you think of my job, what I do, I look at microscope slides for my profession, and the old-fashioned slide fades. You can break it, you can lose it. Once you digitize it, it's forever, it will never fade. And once you digitize it, then the raw stuff to apply artificial intelligence to that is there. And that's true of any other area that may interest you. As long as it's not digital yet, it can't be applied to all these modern tools, but they're coming for everything. There's no place that is immune. And then think of gamification. The younger ones you will probably be interested in this. So there are ways to employ very large numbers of people to do important stuff for science as a part of a video game. And some of the computations needed here, one of the references in this references the online game EVE Online, where they took this project and 344,000 people categorized immunofluorescence images. And what was the key data to a very large scientific project. And it was fun for the people doing it. It was a part of the game. It wasn't like the boring part of the game. It was just as exciting as the rest. That's also coming. So then you may know that my interest is kidney pathology, but it also includes the examination of the urine. Can you imagine anything duller than that? But every single one of you right now are shedding living cells into the urine that can be cultured, that can be analyzed using the Human Cell Atlas. So this substance that you make every day, that you probably thought was the most boring thing in your life, can be made exciting once you apply the Human Cell Atlas to urine. So it's not only kidney biopsy interpretation that will be revolutionized, but also the examination of the urine. And so these are some of the references. So the person giving the plenary address a week from today at the ASN is Aviv Regev. And it is fascinating that the title of that address is missing from all promotional material for the ASN. As far as I know, that's never happened before. And you can kind of speculate about the politics that would lead to something like that, but they're very interesting. And the next time you go to a big meeting, pay attention to who has the biggest booths and think of what the influence of those people might be on what's on the meeting program and what phrases are allowed in it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's my talk. I know it's more conceptual than what you're used to. We have a lab, but we don't do wet lab research, as you might imagine. But I think what we do there is valuable. Anyway, any questions? Yes.
Very interesting, and I'm very familiar with the single-cell RNA sequencing. I think it's also going to revolutionize everything we do. But I was curious about the price, the cost of single-cell sequencing that you mentioned, because to my knowledge it's much higher still. It's about $3
four to 6 cents per cell and coming down. And the key is whether you're a part of the in-group, right? There are a whole bunch of institutions around the world who are part of that project. And everything is cheaper for them. I think you, as an outsider, would have to pay a higher price, but that's
I work with people who are insiders, but they're still paying $3 a cell, which is a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to sequence 10,000 cells.
Yes. Well, I think that 4 to 6 cents per cell is in papers. It's a defensible number, and once again, it's a matter of politics, right? Why are some people paying $3 and other people 3 cents? So, yeah. Any other questions? Thanks for listening. I know this is dramatically different from all other presentations you've heard here, but it's still worth thinking about.
I want to see the lung stuff.
No, it's just as true of lung. Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah? Yeah?
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Okay.